At the family reunion I paid for, they gave everyone custom t-shirts. Mine said, biggest disappointment. I smiled, tore up a stack of papers, and left. An hour later, they started calling nonstop. I paid for everything. The venue rental, the catering, the decorations, the photographer. $14,000 total for a family reunion my mother begged me to host. She said it would bring everyone together. She said it would heal old wounds. She said it was important to her. I should have known better. I'm the middle child of 5. My older brother Danny was the golden boy. Star athlete, business degree, worked at dad's company until dad retired. My older sister Liz was the princess. Pretty, charming, married a dentist. My younger brother Troy was the baby who could do no wrong. My younger sister Hannah was the creative one who got praised for every finger painting. And me, I was just there, the quiet one, the invisible one, the one who got average grades and worked average jobs and never gave them anything to brag about at church. I left home at 18 and built my life from nothing. No help from anyone. I started a small business doing home repairs. It grew into a construction company, then a property management firm. By 35, I was worth more than my entire family combined. But they didn't know that. I never told them. I drove the same truck I bought 10 years ago. I wore plain clothes. I didn't post anything online. They assumed I was still struggling, still disappointing. When mom asked me to pay for the reunion, I almost said no, but she was getting older. Her health wasn't great. I thought maybe this was my chance to finally be seen, to show them I made something of myself, to hear one thank you after 35 years of nothing. So I wrote the checks and made the calls and handled every detail. I even flew in cousins from 3 different states. I did everything. The reunion was at a park pavilion on a Saturday in June. I arrived early to make sure the setup was right. The caterers came on time. The decorations looked perfect. Families started showing up around noon. I greeted everyone with a smile. Nobody thanked me for hosting. A few people asked who organized this. When I said I did, they looked surprised and changed the subject. Around 2 p.m., my mother stood up to make an announcement. She said she had a special gift for everyone, a way to celebrate our family bonds. She pulled out a box of custom t-shirts. Each one had a family member's name and a title underneath. She started handing them out. Danny got family MVP. Liz got the heart of the family. Troy got most likely to make us laugh. Hannah got creative genius. Cousins got things like best hugger and life of the party. Then she got to mine. She held it up with a smirk. And for our host tonight, she turned it around. The shirt said my name. Underneath it said biggest disappointment. Everyone laughed. Not nervous laughter, real laughter. Like this was the funniest thing they'd ever seen. My mother was laughing too. She handed me the shirt. Don't take it personally. We're just teasing. I looked at her. At my siblings doubled over giggling. At my father trying to hide his smile behind his drink. At aunts and uncles who I had flown across the country nodding along like this was deserved. Something clicked in my brain. Not anger. Something colder. I took the shirt. I smiled. Thank you, I said calmly. This is perfect actually. I reached into my back pocket and pulled out a stack of folded papers. I had brought them to announce during dinner. My gift to the family. Everyone watched as I unfolded them slowly. Then I tore them in half. Once, twice, 3 times. I dropped the pieces on the ground like confetti. Then I walked to my truck and drove away. I was halfway home when my phone started buzzing. I ignored it. By the time I pulled into my driveway, I had 34 missed calls. I went inside and made myself dinner. An hour later, someone started pounding on my front door. It was Danny. His face was red. He was holding the torn pieces of paper taped back together. What the hell is this? I glanced at it. You tell me. This says you were paying off mom and dad's mortgage. I nodded. Was. Past tense. And this part says you were giving Troy $50,000 for his restaurant. Were. And Liz was getting her kids' college funds. Were. Danny's hands were shaking. And this says you were giving me $75,000 to save the company. I smiled. Biggest disappointment doesn't give out $300,000 to people who laugh at him. He started sputtering. We didn't mean it. It was just a joke. I leaned against the doorframe. A joke. You made custom shirts. That takes planning. That means you all sat around and decided the best word for me was disappointment. And then you laughed while I stood there having paid for the entire thing. He had nothing to say. Tell mom and dad to figure out their mortgage on their own. Tell Troy to find another investor. Tell Liz her kids can take out loans like regular people. And tell yourself that the company you ran into the ground is your problem now. I closed the door. The calls kept coming for weeks. Mom said I was being cruel. Dad said I was tearing the family apart. Troy said family supports family. I didn't respond to any of them. Last month I heard Danny had to sell dad's company. Troy's restaurant never opened. Mom and dad are downsizing. Liz is looking into financial aid. And me? I'm building a vacation house on land I bought last year. I kept that t-shirt. It's framed in my office, right next to my first business license. Reminds me every day why I stopped trying to earn love from people who were never going to give it.